What were you doing at CSRA?
What was I doing? It was more of help desk, and I didn't feel like it was help desk. It was pretty much a basic learning experience for overall what do you want to do in tech or whatnot. Troubleshooting, simple troubleshooting, things like that. All your computer working, anything like that. It was literally simple. So I got bored of it quick. However, they let a mass of us go maybe like 8 months later, and I found out about Asteri maybe about 2 months later, around December, and I ended up being a QA tester there. So I learned a bit more about QA testing, and again, I started using Python with them or whatnot, and that led into numerous of other things.
So for the audience out there, can you tell them what QA testing is and what QA stands for?
Quality assurance. QA is mainly about testing test cases with people's programming language, not programming language, I'm sorry, people's projects or whatnot. So I can tell you a perfect example is we had a project where we were building a website on WebEx with this thing called Lucha Central. And my job was to test the website basically to see if there were any bugs, any JavaScript errors, any security errors like brute force, anything like that. But I didn't have the knowledge or the resources to use that with. So I created a automatic pen testing with OWASP Zap. Are you familiar with that? Yeah, so I created a automation tool with a Python and OWASP Zap, and that led into web penetration testing in a sense. So that's what gave me that deep dive into cybersecurity or whatnot. So, but I know I got a bit off topic, but
nah, you good.
Quality assurance, it was pretty much the basics of trying to understand what people are trying to do in tech or in code or whatnot. Engineers, DevOps. Yeah, off the top of my head, I think that's pretty much it from what I remember.
Yeah, I remember. And how long? So when did you start working at Asteri?
2017, actually, while I was in college.
Yeah, so you worked there a while. You worked there for what, close to 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years. Man, I thought I was gonna be at that company forever.
Really? How? So tell us about I didn't put this down, but I forgot about this. But tell us about your exit from Asteri. How was that?
Ah, man, heartbreaking. Man, I remember I called you, like, bro, I was hurt. They called me randomly, like at 10 o'clock in the morning. It was like, hey, let's have a quick meeting, and they were talking about how things are going great in the company and things like that, and like they just dropped the ball, like, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go. And I'm like, you know what I've done? Like, why? And I'm not sure why. They probably didn't give me a clear answer, but like I blacked out at that moment. I was trying to talk to some colleagues. I damn near broke down, and I just left out of that. I called you and it was like, man, that's a sign. Come out here, man. Come out here. And
we're gonna get into that. And hey, I was really shout out to Dante because I was thinking about Dante when they called you and let you go. He went, okay, all right. That Denzel in that training day, man. I know that's how you felt. I mean, listen, y'all done seen my videos. When I got laid off from McAfee, my coworker was walking out with boxes. I was so young and naive, I wasn't paying attention that ain't a good sign for nobody. And he mouthed like good luck to me.
Yeah. Man,
so,
I was hurt.
But I was upset. But shout out to Chris. I think me and Chris had went to Papados or something that day. Like, I had hit up a couple of friends, and I was like, yo, I just got laid off. It's kind of like I got laid off, but I still was in master's, doing my master's at the time, and I was getting a severance. So I was like, in my mind, being so naive, I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna not be working for that long of a time.
Right.
So I was just assured that I was gonna have a job within 1 or 2 months. So, hey, this is a gym part. I was out there being stupid. I didn't have a job. I was out there living life. I was going, like, friends was coming in town. We was going out partying, all different type of fun, stupid. How old? I might have been 25 at the time. Yeah, I might have been 25 at the time. So, of course, I was operating how a 25-year-old would be acting. But in retrospect, what I would have did was I would have started doing some gig type of work and just saving the money to pay my important bills, and I would have navigated a little bit better. But hindsight is always 20/20. So the time that you got let go was around what?
Thanksgiving, 2019.
Yeah, you're right, because came to Hayes
At night.
in Hayes. I saw you in Hayes. That was like one of the first times I ever went inside Hayes.
Yeah, same. That was my first time there.
Yeah.
Oh man, then
We went to El Dorado.
Yeah.
Had that shrimp fried rice.
Yeah, for $10. And I can't tell
Yeah.
that one.
I remember that because
I
I
was messed up.
Nah, you was messed up. I wasn't messed up. He was a rookie then. Like,
Yeah, I was messed up.
but after that, I want to say it might have been what's it like December when you came to Dallas.
Nah, that was literally the day after Thanksgiving.
I'm trying to remember.
I remember the day after Thanksgiving.
No, because I was there for Black Friday. That's why I'm like, because I don't know. Did you come? So did you come while I was still in Shreveport?
No, actually, yeah, you were there for Black Friday, but when you went back, I went back with you. Obviously, we're driving.
Yeah.
Cars, but yeah.
I was just trying to remember. Like that part is kind of foggy to me, but I remember because it was late 2019, and that's when I still was working at Optiv, and I still was working in office. Then I had just told you, I was like, man, should you come? Then bit a transparency here, guys. The reason why I decided to say he can come, stay with me is because one, when I moved to Dallas, I came and moved with my aunt, so it wasn't like I just had it set up. So I was like, if I could be in a position to help somebody else out, and I know a type of person that is, they're gonna be on their feet, like pretty soon, it's cool. And so that's what I decided to do. And the funny thing is, like, we had probably too much fun around that time, but we didn't know that we were about to go into a pandemic.